Let's go.
Okay, so this is going to be a video on how I heat my Kominka in winter in Nagano in Japan, and I have 6 different ways I do it, so stay to the end of the video and you'll see them all. Okay, so this is our cafe section. It's got the traditional Kominka roof, high. It's also got the gap where the smoke used to go out. So a room like this is always getting hot air taken through it. So what you need is a stable heat source. So if you have a look at this brick here, that's coming out now about 45 degrees, nice and warm. It's a big mass, so any air coming in hits the big mass of bricks, warms up, and the room is always warm. So I'm just wearing a t-shirt in here. Concrete floor. Everybody knows my Kominka. There's always little holes along here. It's far from airtight, and it's nice and toasty in here. So I just burned the ugly logs that I get. Keeps the bricks hot. Inside the oven now is about 450 degrees. Heats the first brick, the other brick heats what I call the battery brick. So I've got 2 fire bricks, then I've got an insulation layer, and then I've got a decorative layer. So by the time the oven saturates, that means takes the heat in evenly everywhere. It takes about 3 days for a full saturation. Comes out beautiful here. And it will take a week to cool down. So if I were to take all that out now, these bricks will still be warm in 4 or 5 days. So it doesn't use a lot of wood. The wood I get is free. It's not great to look at, but it does a great job. And of course I've got the Hunter stove, quite a big stove, big doors, can take a lot of different size woods. So in here at the moment, it's nice and toasty. I'm opening the cafe in the morning, customers will come in, it'll be -2 outside in here, just heating with wood, nice and comfortable. You could sit down with t-shirt and shorts. So this is a beauty of having an oven like this. It has a dual purpose in winter and also adds another cooking element. So if I wanted to have like a roast veggies or something at any time, my oven's always hot. Chuck them on a baking tray, bit of olive oil, bit of salt, straight in the oven, do what I got to do, come back, it's ready. Don't have to use any gas or anything. It's free. It's a free cooking source as well as the cafe. So although it is a bit of a pain to build these things, after they're done, this oven will last centuries. This isn't going anywhere, and you have that peace of mind. And as long as you have a supply of firewood, you're good to go. So that's another element of how I heat my Kominka. Okay, so this is just part of how I heat my home. This is kerosene that comes from the pump in Japan. So you just bring your kerosene bottles. It's called toyu in Japan, and that is a popular way to heat small rooms. We use it in our house, obviously. And you just rock up to the pump and the gentleman fills up your containers, much like getting gasoline, and easy as that. Okay, this is another heating source we use in the Kominka. This is the Japanese kerosene fan heater. So there's a kerosene kerosene bottle, and that's the heat source. It's fired up here, and then a fan blows it out. So this is the most popular type of heater, at least where I live. I think it's pretty much true for the suburban areas as well in Japan. And these do a great job. I use this one in the bedroom, and I use the one that doesn't connect to electricity in the lounge room area. So these things are great, very economical, and quite popular. Okay, so I just moved the heater just here. This is a room heater we use. This is a kerosene one. Kerosene goes in there. It's got the start. This is not needed electricity to push the heat around. So the Japanese electric ones, they also run on kerosene, also need the electricity to run the fan. So if your electricity went out, the fan ones are no good. So I've got two of these and one of the fan ones. So this style takes a little bit longer to heat the room up, but once the room's warm, it does keep a nice even temperature, and they're super safe. These are also popular in Japan. So also in the spirit of having always a backup of heating, I've also got this LPG, or propane it's called in America, heater. And that just plugs into your LP gas from the inside. You have your bottle on the outside of the house. I've got a couple of LPG gas bottles that do the hot water and also my cooking. So if the power goes out, problems with the stoves or problems with getting kerosene or anything like that, always have another backup heater. So here are the gas bottles. This is primarily for hot water. I have two. These are supplied by the gas company. Got the meter. There was an old meter here when I bought it. Since I was putting in a cafe and a few other things, I paid just a small fee to get a new meter in. So the way it works in Japan, they come, they read the meter. So somebody will come in a regular car, read the meter, that'll go to billing. Another day, a truck will come and take one away. And it has an automatic swap over here. That'll automatically swap over when one bottle's done. So they don't wait always for the tank to empty. If it might be 3/4 empty or whatever, they'll still put a new one in, take that one, but you get charged off the meter. So that's hot water, and also gas for our stove for the cafe and for our little kitchenette for our house kitchen as well. And as I said before, I've got a backup LPG heater. So these pipes go into the house. If there's no electricity or whatever, I've got no kerosene, whatever happens, I've also got this as a backup. And I just unplug the kitchen one, plug in the LPG heater, run it into the room, and I can heat the house with the gas from the outside. So that's another backup. Okay, so this is also another alternative heat source. If I choose, I've got two air conditioners also that have a heating capability. Extremely inefficient way to heat a room. We got these just for summer. There's 3 or 4 weeks in summer where it's really hot, and we use the cooling element, mainly because we have pets, to keep them comfortable. So this is also another backup heating source if we need. Okay, bonus footage at the end for those who made it to the end of the video. This is another heat source. When I built the oven, I ran a copper pipe under the floor in a snake pattern. and then put it out. So the floor of the oven heating up, heats the coil. So I could put water in here and I could heat a small bath or something like that. So haven't tried it. I don't know how well it works or how well it would work, but I know here where I put my hand, it's quite warm. So I'm quite confident it'll work if I ever need to. My initial idea was to run it into the bathroom and have sort of like a permanent small bath with warm water in it in winter. So could be one of my little projects down the track, but it's there if I need it. So anyway, as always, hope you like the video.